Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. We are here for installment number 2 of my 2017 favorites. And once again, there is a lot to talk about, so I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on the intro. Let's go ahead and dive on in. By the way, my name is Aurelia and you've landed at Silent Lipstick. Welcome. All right, let's go ahead and get started. And I'm going to start out with lash products and lashes. The first thing that I wanted to talk about is mascara. I have 2 top mascaras that I truly loved. And the first one is the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. This created quite a stir when it first released because it is a straight-on dupe of the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. The mascara itself is really nice. What I like about this mascara is that it thickens and lengthens, and most importantly, I don't end up with crunchy lashes. And it does a really beautiful job of volumizing my lashes and lengthening. And even, you know, the brush, it's very similar to what you get with the Too Faced product, but $10. So that, you know, automatically made it a big favorite of mine. I truly love this mascara. I think this mascara is beautiful and so nice and very economical. So if you're into the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, or if you wanted to try it but don't want to spend the money, do the L'Oreal one because you're going to be getting the exact same product. The next lash product that I wanted to talk about is the Grand Lash MD, and this is a lash enhancing serum. This is my second tube of this product. This stuff works so well. I've tried Rapid Lash. Rapid Lash worked really well. The one thing I noticed about it is it did a really good job at lengthening my lashes, but it didn't really bring any volume to the party. The Grand Lash MD, on the other hand, does both. It makes my lashes really long and it also makes them thicker. Believe it or not, it really is a great product if you want to grow your lashes, you know, if you want to make the most of what you have. And I've got baby lashes, you know, without these lash enhancing serums, my lashes are pretty short and stubby. The Grand Lash did such a beautiful job of not just bringing length, but also bringing volume, like I said. What I really appreciate about the Grand Lash MD is that it worked a little bit faster than the Rapid Lash. Love this product. It is a little bit up there. I think for the Rapid Lash I used to pay on Amazon, I paid about $50, or at least that was the price point that I looked for. This one is $65, so it is more expensive, but definitely I think worth it. The Grand Lash is truly my favorite lash enhancing serum that I've tried, and I highly recommend it to you guys if you want to try and get, you know, more of your natural lash. The other mascara that I wanted to talk about was the Lancome Monsieur Big, and that mascara was amazing. I truly loved it. I mean, the first time I used it, I fell in love with it, and it didn't take long for me to get through that tube because I was using it all the time. Very similarly to the Lash Paradise, it does a great job of volumizing and lengthening. I love that mascara. Love that mascara because it just made my lashes look so long and lush, and just it was really a beautiful mascara. It is a little bit on the higher end. I think it's around $24, maybe $25, but definitely a gorgeous mascara that I would recommend you trying if you love to have thicker, longer lashes. The last lash product that I wanted to talk about were actually a set of lashes, and these are the Pure Pro eyelashes, and this style is in Bombshell. These lashes I received in a BoxyCharm and I love them. These are a faux mink lash and they last up to 30 wears. They just set the eye look off so beautifully. What I truly enjoy about these lashes is, if you can tell, and I wish I could get in closer, but if you can tell, it has a, you know, it starts out short on one side and then it flares out on the end, and it gives your eyes a beautiful cat-like look. And on top of that, they are affordable. I really love the Pure Pro eyelash for the fact that they are cruelty free, and because they're reusable. $15, that's like at least half, if not more, off from a pair, you know, from what you would pay for a pair of mink lashes. So those have been my favorite lashes of the year. I do need to hurry up and purchase myself a backup pair and maybe try a few other styles as well, because they really are very, very pretty. Very, very beautiful lashes. So moving on to eyeshadows and eyeshadow palettes. this is where I've got the lion's share of products to talk about. Let's go ahead and start with what was an absolute favorite palette of mine in the first part of the year, and that is the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. This palette smells strongly of peach. I used to like it, and then it's kind of it's become a little bit sickeningly sweet to me, but I can tolerate it because the eyeshadows in this palette are beautiful. It's got a very similar format to the chocolate bar palettes as far as the layout. These shadows are amazing quality. They're soft, they're buttery, and this palette has probably got the prettiest gold that I've ever come across, and it is the shade Luscious. I mean, Luscious is just, you can see it from here. Look at that shine. It is just a stunning eyeshadow. It is the prettiest gold eyeshadow that I have, and I wouldn't even call it a straight up gold. It's a peachy gold. I mean, it does have a definite kind of like peachy tint to it, but it is just amazing and beautiful. And what I truly appreciate about it is the fact that it also has got a pop of green and a pop of purple. This palette was definitely my favorite for the first part of the year. The other eyeshadows that I was using quite a bit in the first part of the year are actually singles, and I've got them right here. They are singles from ColourPop. Now this last year, I think it was this year. Was it this year? Maybe it was at the end of last year. They came out with single eyeshadow pans. I've got a custom palette that I created here. You're gonna see a recurring theme as I show these palettes as far as like the color story, but these are 9 of their eyeshadows. I've got a bunch more, but these are the ones that I use most often. These are so soft. ColourPop, I don't know, they've got some magic juju going on over there, because they have come out with an incredible eyeshadow product at a really great price point. I think that these are about $6 a piece, and you know, they are so pigmented. They're very soft. I don't think I have a bad one in the bunch so far, that of the ones that I have bought and tried. Highly pigmented, very soft, very easy to blend. Not overly soft though. That is important. It's not, you know, they're not like super duper soft and have like tons of kick up. They are wonderful. The next palette that I wanted to talk about is a drugstore palette, and it is the L'Oreal La Palette Nude Intense. If I do feel like I want to do a cool toned look, I pull this guy out. Really nice shadows. They're just really pretty, plummy and cooler toned colors. They're very soft. They're very easy to blend. I mean, L'Oreal did a good job. I think that it is definitely one that, especially if you like purple plum type cooler toned looks, this is definitely a palette I think that you should look into. I think I paid like maybe $20 for it at Target, but you can get it from the website. You can find them anywhere. And yeah, this is a really pretty palette for those of you folks who like doing cooler toned looks with the plums and the purples. The next palette that I wanted to talk about is again a purpley one, but it is more on the kind of, it has more of a sunset kind of flavor. And this is the NYX Ultimate Multi-Finish Shadow Palette in Sugar High. And I haven't done a look on my channel using this palette, but I have used it quite a bit. And what I truly like about this palette is that you can create a really pretty sunset eye with it, and you can do it with multiple finishes. You know, you can do an all matte, you can do a matte with shimmers, you've got some glittery type shades here that are a little bit more shimmery, metallic or glittery. This is a beautiful palette. These eyeshadows are so blendable. They're so nice and easy to work with. I really love this eyeshadow palette. I think that it is so pretty, especially if you're into doing sunset looks. Speaking of sunset, the next shadow palette I want to talk about really rocked my world. I mean, really rocked my world. It is the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette. I'm actually wearing this palette on my eyes today. What I love about it is that it is not only a warm palette, but it also has pops of purple in it. I think this palette is stunning. I think that it is so nice to use. It is so much fun to play with. I used this solid for a month. I liked it so much. Now it is up there in price. I think it's $65, but it was a palette that, you know, I was going to constantly. It is one that is always in the mix, you know, with me as far as like when I'm considering what eyeshadows I want to wear for the day. You can do a multitude of eye looks with this. You can go warm neutral. You can go, you know, really into the oranges. You can even go into some red. You can do purple. It has a lot of potential for a lot of different eye looks. Truly, truly love this palette. Really, it made an impression on me this last year. The next eyeshadow palette also made a huge impression on me. It is the Too Faced Just Peachy Mattes palette, and I know you guys have heard me talk about this 20,000 times on my channel. This palette is stunning. Oh my god, it is one of the most beautiful palettes I think I own, and it is all matte. I have created so many different looks with this eyeshadow palette. I've done like a berry smoky eye, I've done a brown smoky eye, I've done a very subtle eye, I've done a soft romantic eye, and the list goes on. All of the shadows blend easily and beautifully, and they are very, very pigmented for what they are. You know, for being matte eyeshadows, they are extremely pigmented, and I mean, they blend like a dream. They almost blend themselves. They're so nice, and I really, really like them. The palette does have a little bit of a smell. This one's not quite as peachy. It's got some fig or something blended into it. This is another one of those palettes that I could not put down for weeks. And I mean, I was just constantly going to it because it was just so pretty and I was having so much fun with it. I absolutely love it. I think it's so pretty, and the colors are so easy to use. And bonus, if you are of a certain age and you just like to do mattes, this is definitely one to try because the mattes are so pretty. They're very blendable, they're very wearable, and you can come up with all kinds of looks. The next eyeshadow palettes that I'm going to talk about are extremely expensive. I'm just going to throw it out there. They are luxury palettes, but they are probably the crown jewel of my eyeshadow collection. And they are the Pat McGrath Mothership eyeshadow palettes, and these monstrosities, here they are heavy AF, people. They are heavy AF. They've got this beautiful super luxe black lacquered look. You've got the gold plate on the back, and you've got a beveled mirror, which is unprecedented in my opinion. I think this mirror probably weighs about 50 pounds. And then you've got the shadows themselves. This one is the Subliminal palette. I can't even because these shadows are just so beautiful. The second palette, and this is actually the one that I use the most of the two, and that is the Sublime palette, and it is this one. This one pulls very, very rosy, you know, very, very pink, but you've got this beautiful, beautiful pop of green in the palette. You've got some kind of like rosy colors. You've got a rosy bronze shade in here. You've got some glitters. The only shadow that I found disappointing in this palette is this guy right here. It is a little bit chunky, you know, when you use it. It is one of the more powdery shades in the two palettes that I own, but it's still pretty. I mean, you know, I'm not gonna poo-poo it too much. It is still pretty, but I find that I don't really care for that one shadow so much. You do have some overlap. I do find that I gravitate to this one more just because it is more wearable than the Subliminal palette, but I had to have this palette. I had to have it because of that blue shade. I just thought that blue was amazing, and it is amazing. It is very, very pretty. It is very, very pigmented. There it is right there. And I'm gonna do a quick swatch here for you guys. Boom. There it is right there. I mean, it is just a stunning shade of sapphire. These eyeshadows are amazing. They go on really well. Not a lot of fallout, surprisingly. Even the glitter shades, even the one that I don't like that much, that's really powdery. And I apologize, they don't have the names in here. And when I first reviewed these, I said, oh, it doesn't matter if it has the names or not. Yeah, well, you know, it kind of does, especially here in this forum. But anyway, I just think that they're really, really beautiful. Now, these palettes, I don't remember if I mentioned it or not, but each of these palettes is $120. So they are very, very pricey. This packaging is not cheap. It is not cheap. But in typical Pat McGrath style, she's an all or nothing kind of gal. You know, she just goes full throttle, and yeah, she's produced some very, very beautiful eyeshadow palettes. Really, really nice eyeshadow palettes. Going back to drugstore and super affordable eyeshadow palettes, I could not leave out my e.l.f. Mad for Matte 3 eyeshadow palette, or Summer Breeze. It is such a pretty matte eyeshadow palette. These eyeshadows are so pretty, and they're so easy to use. They're very blendable. They're very wearable. You can do all kinds of different eyeshadow looks with this. You can go, you know, with just some simple neutrals, or you can pop it with this beautiful purple shade right here. Easy to come up with a sunset eye look with this eyeshadow palette. I did a few around Thanksgiving. This palette is so pretty, and it is only $10, and it is immense quality. It really is. Let's go ahead and move on to the next category, and this is the last category, and it's going to be lips. My most coveted lipstick of the year are any of the Pat McGrath lipsticks. I've got one on my lips right now, and it is Antidote, and it is such a pretty purple. Now, it reminds me a lot of MAC Heroin. It's pretty close to that. But if I had to, you know, compare the two, I would say that the Matte Trans formula is actually tons more comfortable than the MAC Retro Matte formula. The matte formula is very soft. When you put it on your lips, it feels very soft. It doesn't really feel like you're putting anything on your lips, honestly. And then they wear down very, very well. You know, they stay on the lips really well. They don't dry the lips out, because sometimes when you put on a matte lipstick, you'll put it on, it feels okay at first, but then it feels like it's pulling the moisture out of your lips. The Matte Trans lipsticks don't feel that way, and you don't really feel that they're there. The Lust Trans lipsticks, the cream formula, they go on very nicely. They're very, very pigmented, and they feel a bit creamier on the lips. The color does stick around for a while. You know, it does hang out for quite a while. They're very comfortable, really pretty, highly pigmented lipsticks. And then let's talk about the packaging. This is unique packaging in the way she did it. She's got the set of gold lips to the front, and this beautiful, sleek, and very luxe black and gold tube. They're, you know, they've got weight to them. I can't say enough about these lipsticks. I mean, since they came out and I bought some, I have been obsessed with them. I truly have. I love them so much. Oh yeah, I love them so very much. They come in at $38 a lipstick, but definitely worth it if you want to splurge on some lipstick for yourself. The next lipstick that I've been totally obsessed with when I'm not wearing the Pat McGrath lipsticks is this one from Bite Beauty, and it is in the shade Chai, and it is my perfect nude. It is my lips but better for sure, and as you can see, I have used it quite a bit. This is the lipstick that I carry around in my bag at all times, because no matter what eye look I'm wearing, it's gonna look good. It's one of those universal shades that just looks really nice. I can wear it with any eye look. Of course, Bite Beauty has got an outstanding formula. Bite Beauty lip products are made with food grade products, so that, you know, if you consume them, they're not going to be harmful for you. When you can, you know, when you're licking your lips and you're ingesting them, they aren't, you know, going to be harmful for you. They're all food grade products. But the downside to it being a food grade product is that it doesn't have as long of a shelf life as most lipsticks. So know that when you buy your Bite Beauty lipsticks, they are going to kind of start I wouldn't say they're going to turn because I have yet to have one turn on me. I've got one from like a couple of years ago and it still hasn't turned on me, meaning it doesn't have an off odor or anything. It just doesn't perform quite as well as it used to. It's better if you purchase the minis, honestly, of the Bite Beauty lipsticks, because you'll go through those much faster. You won't have to worry so much about, you know, them turning. But you know, I'm a makeup and lipstick junkie, and I have them, and I'll still continue using them as long as they don't smell bad. I don't care. I love them. I love them and I will wear them. But Chai is definitely one that I don't think I'm going to have that problem with because I use it a lot. I've got two glosses that I wanted to talk about. I have been incorporating more lip gloss into my makeup routine just because I'm getting kind of tired of the matte liquid lipstick. I'm not about it so much anymore, and usually if I put a liquid lipstick on, I will put a gloss on top of it, and the two that I have really gravitated to this last year have been Buxom's White Russian, which this is like a cult classic on YouTube. I love this lip gloss. It is the most beautiful shade of pale pink, and it looks good topping off any nude, brown, purple, pink lipstick. I've used it with so many different colors and it looks really good on everything. It brings a really nice pink tint, very light pink tint to whatever it is that you're using it with. The other one that I have been using a lot is Aquarius by ColourPop, and this was a collab. It's the Ultra Glossy Lip collab with Kathleen Lights, and I think that this lip gloss is also really good. It's got a little more pigment than White Russian, but I find that it tops off any kind of pink or brownish beigey nudes really well. And I love the ColourPop Ultra Glossy formula because it is opaque. You know, if I wanted to, I could probably get away with wearing just this, but I really love the formula. I think that it sticks around for a while, but it's not sticky, it's not goopy, and so I really like the Aquarius Ultra Glossy Lip. I think it's just so very pretty. Liquid lipsticks. I only have one to talk about, and it is the only one that I own from Huda Beauty, and that is Trophy Wife. I love this shade. It is such a nice, deeper pink shade that I love to wear. That's it at the bottom right there. This one has a weird kind of like chemical vanilla frosting smell to it. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the smell necessarily, but the formula is beautiful. It is very comfortable to wear. I would say that it's somewhere in the middle of having a mousse-like consistency and a liquid consistency. It falls like right in the middle of that. The color itself though is so pretty. I will say that it does dry deeper than what you see in the tube, just slightly, but it is such a pretty shade and the formula is very comfortable. It's also been one of those lipsticks that floats around in my bag. I don't have a problem with any kind of cracking or flaking with it. It wears, you know, pretty much all day. If I eat something greasy, it comes off, of course, but I have no problem reapplying my lipstick. I don't really care. I just absolutely love that formula, and I really love the color. The last product that I have in my 2017 favorites are lip liners. The lip liners that I have just been going to again and again that I absolutely love are the Rimmel Exaggerate lip liners. I have East End Snob. It's just a really nice pale pink. And then I have Addiction, which is a little bit deeper toned and actually looks better on my lips and looks better under nudes in my opinion. I love these lip liners. This 2017 for me has been the year of the lip liner. I started using lip liner because I was playing around with overlining my lips, and I realized that lip liner actually really makes a lipstick look really good. I've got a few other different lip liners, but the Rimmel Exaggerate liners I think are probably my most favorite of all of them. Outside of the fact that they're creamy and they're easy to apply and you can easily fill your lips in with these. They don't drag or pull or anything like that. But I think the biggest reason that I love them so much is that they are retractable, and I love that. And they're excellent. They are excellent quality, and they're not that expensive. I'm not exactly sure how much they are, but I know that they don't cost a bunch because they are drugstore. I think I want to say I pay maybe $6 for them, thereabouts. Again, as always, I will have everything I talk about listed down below, but I truly love those lip liners. They are my absolute favorite of all of the ones that I have and have tried. These are the ones that always stand out to me and the ones that I reach for or look for first. The Rimmel Exaggerate lip liners are #1 in my book for 2017. That is everything that I have for 2017 beauty favorite. Thank you everyone for watching. I really appreciate it. If you are new to my channel, please don't forget to hit subscribe before you leave. If you're returning, thank you so much. I really appreciate you watching and coming back and hanging out. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and comment below what some of your favorites are. Before I go, I do want to say one thing. My absolute 2017 favorite is you guys. You guys are the true MVPs for 2017. I really appreciate all the kind comments that I received when I talked a little bit about the fact that I had to take a break because I kind of burnt out. I really appreciate your understanding and your compassion where that is concerned, and your kind words. They really make me smile, and they make me feel really happy. And so thank you so much. It's not just that, it's everything. I am so grateful for you. I'm so happy to have this community that I can share my love of makeup with, and we can talk, and we have good dialogue. So thank you again so much for watching. I really appreciate everything you've done for me for this last year, and here's to another good year on YouTube and talking and having fun with makeup. So that is all that I have for you guys today. Thanks so much again for watching and for hanging out, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.